What's the best piece of advice you ever gotten?
Best piece of advice
Yeah.
you got on? That's from my dad. My dad said, this was back then when I was in school. And मेरे स्कूल में ना basketball court ही नहीं था. So they built a basketball court. Because they built it, they wanted a team.
Yeah.
Right? So they picked up 12 people. He's like, we'll make you stay back after the school for 1 hour, teach you how to train you to become a basketball player, and then we'll take you to represent a school out there. Right? I went to my dad and said that, Dad, you know what? Let me join basketball. Because my case was like, best case scenario, I'll represent school. Like that's worst case scenario, I'll represent school because there are only 12 people. Like that's the best part. So I get to play, and I wanted to I was finding ways to skip school, find my little relevance somewhere.
Yeah.
And dad said, क्या क्रिकेट खेलना बास्केटबॉल तुझे पता भी है, देखता भी है? I was like, no, I've never seen basketball. I don't know. I didn't know Michael Jordan or I didn't know LeBron. I don't know who were the players back then. No clue. No idea about basketball. Never seen it in my life. I've just heard about basketball is a game where there's a court, people put ball. No idea how it works. So that's like when you have no idea, you don't have fascination, you don't have an ambition. Why do you want to do that? Play cricket because you keep watching cricket. You're a cricket buff. And I said, cricket has so much competition. I won't even be able to get batting. Like there's no chance that I'm getting to bat even because seniors are there. Then there are good juniors. And then people play outside of the club, right? And then he said something very good, which I think is my primary for base foundation for business and everything. He said that go to the place where it's really difficult to achieve something. Because when you achieve it, then it gets so difficult to replace you. So harder to get in, harder to exit. Easy to get in, easy to exit. So if you want to become whoever you want to become, go to the places where there are endless problems. You know that you can't win. Because in that process, even if you don't win, you try to build yourself in that person that outside of that world, you'll win it. So it's like, तुझे अगर क्रिकेट में खेलना है, so you'll have to work on your health, your stamina, your techniques. You have to learn how to work in a team. Best case scenario, like worst case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario, you won't be able to play, but you will become a better human being. And here, because it's easy to get in, day one say you will be like shooting. You'll build an arrogance, be like, हाँ सब तो easy होता है life में, it's chill. So I think that was the best advice which I got. Try to find and go to industries or go to places where there are endless problems. It's so difficult to get in. Because if you can crack the code there, then nobody can beat you.
It's also a great place to learn. Right? I think it's a
that's what he
fabulous
meant.
piece of advice because you learn so much by going into spaces with that competition, with that amount of, and I love the fact that he said there's also you learn how to work in a team because you will realize you can't do it by yourself. That you will need other people to do this with.
He told me that the best skill in a country like India is how to stand out in a competition. If you can do that in 8th class, you won it. And that makes so much sense because we are a country of numbers.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing we need to learn how to be.
Yeah.
Right? It's hardest is to get in the best college here. Hardest is to get like a job here. I was reading a stat, right? Less than 2% are the chances for you to get like a railway clerk's job.
Yeah.
Right? So we are in a country of numbers. So you need, at no matter which level you are, you need to learn how to eradicate the competition.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, I think that's brilliant.
Want more such insights? Make sure you check out the full episode.